spread awareness on mental health and how important it is to take care of yourself. And honestly, for the past few months, I've been struggling with mental health out of self-doubt and fright of pursuing goals that I really want to achieve. And the reason I've really been in my head is because I just wanted to do more. I've gained to realize that I'm a true creator and I'm very passionate about creating. I just want to let you guys know that sometimes it is important to take care of your mental health, and honestly, it's been getting better. It has, but out of frustration and fear, I just been in my head for some reason. I never had this feeling before, but
maybe I'm not rich enough to understand why Kai Cenat is struggling with his mental health. Maybe I'm just not in the same echelon as him, and I don't get how a multi-millionaire who gets money from his fans off of subscribers, who just made $5 million off of Mafiathon 3, is struggling with mental health. Maybe I just don't understand what the fuck is going on. Maybe I'm stupid. Or maybe this motherfucker is looking for sympathy for y'all. He hopped on this app and told us he's been struggling to achieve these goals he wants to achieve. All he wants to do is create and just keep creating. Nigga, you didn't create that school yet.
I was upset for like 5 days in a row. So when he's talking about mental health at the Stream Awards, I'm like, yes, mental health. You get it now. Imagine giving your life to this game and then you go to the awards to just support the culture that you've been a part of for 13 years, and then somebody who asks you to play a video, like asks you, yeah, let's play one day. Like, because you saw them last year, and then you go online and everybody's like, yo, Kai's not, he didn't know who you was. That was funny, And you in a room full of your peers.
Right.
And I was like, wait, let me go holler at him real quick. And through my vantage point, I'm just like, yo, that made me look crazy, bro. Like,
because he's fucking rich. God forbid the nigga want to fucking make some clothes or do some new shit. Oh no, you can't fucking do that. And then when he streams, everybody's calling it a fucking megathon. He can't do that. So he can't stream. He can't wear clothes. He can't do nothing new. It's like it's no winning with niggas. Like, the litter you get, the more broke ass niggas is gonna hate. And I'm just trying to understand, like, what did a nigga do to deserve all of this hate?
Buying it, but it's just something wrong with it right now, bro. You guys could all agree. So toxic. Even when Kai was speaking about mental health, Kai's speaking about mental health and about reading books, and people are finding some type of way to get mad and upset about that, and that's crazy to me.
It's your man Delvin. Welcome to Delvin's Room. And bruh, your man Kai Cenat has put out a statement speaking about how he's dealing with mental health issues, right? And a lot of people are feeling a lot of different ways about somebody as successful, as young, as rich, as famous as Kai Cenat coming out and saying he's dealing with mental health issues, right? And I'm gonna be so honest with you, I get both sides, you feel me? Because on one hand, Kai Cenat is still a human being, and what he's dealing with, what he's concentrating on, what his focus is being deprived of, we can't ignore that, right? Because shit happens. Yeah, money softens the blows of the world, but it doesn't stop the blows, right? Especially with Kai Cenat being famous. Famous adds a whole nother dimension that most people won't comprehend or understand, right? So that's from that perspective. I get that, right? But here's why I have to be like, bruh, fuck your mental health, right? This is why I have to agree with bruh and everybody that feels the way that bruh was saying from the earlier video, right? It's a lot of people in this world dealing with a lot of real shit, right? And 95% of their problems is dealing with finances, right? And Kai Cenat is one of the human beings on earth that finances is not gonna be his biggest issue, right? It just is what it is. He's overcome an obstacle that probably 98% of the people on this planet is gonna have to deal with, right? So why would the average person that's making $50,000-$60,000 a year. Give a fuck about what Kai Cenat is feeling, and this son bitch finna make probably $100 million in his lifetime. Like, that's something that we have to really think about as a society. And I do battle with that. Like, when people watch sports entertainers or just rappers and musicians and shit, I don't like when people obsess with the person, you feel me? Especially because that person has so much more than you. It almost becomes predatory. You know what I'm saying? I can see a person seeing, oh, Kai Cenat wants sympathy. Kai Cenat, because he has the power to get it. Like, most people are not even sympathetic for their own fucking family members. You feel me? Most people are going to be more sympathetic with a celebrity than their own goddamn family, right? And that's fucking sick. And that's a sickness that we do have in this country, you feel me? The obsession with celebrity culture, this obsession with people who don't give a fuck about you, you feel me? You concerned about Kai Cenat's health, but Kai Cenat is not concerned with your grandmother's well-being. He's not concerned with your sick brother. He's not concerned with your sick cousin. He doesn't give a fuck. And he shouldn't have to. But at the same time, this is where we at with the celebrity culture shit, you feel me? Kai Cenat shouldn't give a fuck about my mental health. And I shouldn't give a fuck about his, you feel me? His job is to entertain and create. You feel me? I think sometimes when we obsess with people, that leads to sickness. Yes, he's a human being. Yes, he has his issues. But truth be told, brother, man, he has enough money to deal with the issues. Your ass probably don't, you feel me? So what the fuck are we really saying? You feel me? So I get both angles, but I lean more towards Kai Cenat. He has to understand his position, right? I can't fault him for running to the internet and, preaching his mental health shit, which let me even get to that point too. I don't trust celebrities when they get on the internet talking about fucking mental health. I just don't. I just feel like that shit is almost like signal boosting to somebody out there, and I don't know. I don't like when celebrities talk that mental health shit. I almost think that shit is a scam. I think that shit is predatory. I think it's something fishy when celebrities. Even if you look at the video, Kai Cenat looked like he was looking at something. He was reading that shit. You feel me? So I just don't trust celebrities when they go on these campaigns of mental health, because when you a multimillionaire telling people that don't have nearly as much as you that you have mental health issues, they're going to dig in and be like, oh, I have mental health issues, and maybe that may lead to something else. So I have so many problems with celebrities with so much influence and so much power speaking about mental health, and I find it problematic. That's just me. I find it problematic. Some people may see it totally opposite. I don't. That's the way I see it. But nonetheless, Kai Cenat is still a human being. He's still a person. So I want to keep that in mind, right? But at the same time, there are real people in the world. There are people that have to deal with a lot constantly. Kai Cenat is not going to give a fuck about those people. You feel me? So we have to look at this shit from both perspectives. You feel me? Yes, Kai Cenat, you love and you admiration for him. But this nigga, his life is going to be on sweet mode for him in a lot of ways. You feel me? A lot of ways that you will never get to experience. You feel me? Kai Cenat did the Mafia-thon, and I was seeing, all these different celebrities sending him subs and shit like that. I'm not into the Twitch, right? I do TikTok and I do YouTube, right? So I don't understand the subs, buying subs and shit. But nigga, these are celebrities buying subs for Kai Cenat, a nigga that already got it. So his life is gonna be on easy mode. He's gonna have a lot of things come in. Now, I don't think Kai Cenat's biggest problem is money. I think that's what Buddy was trying to say that from that video. He was like, oh man, Kai Cenat getting money, you bum ass niggas is tripping. I get what he's saying if that was the only concern, but Kai Cenat's mental health issue is not really stemming from anything financial. Kai Cenat's mental health issues is most likely coming from fame and being drowned out of fame. Fame weighs on a person. When you have so much admiration for a person, when you worship a person too much, when you too intrigued in their life, you feel me? you start to obsess with that person, and it becomes an unhealthy obsession. For many people, it's an unhealthy obsession. You feel me? Like, people see Kai Cenat and they want to achieve his success. They want to achieve and obtain the wealth that he has. But truth be told, most people are not going to get that. So they're going to live vicariously through Kai Cenat. And that can be a little bit predatory, you feel me? Because now I can use you, you feel me? So that's why I always have a problem with too much celebrity worshiping. Like, it can become problematic. I will say that. It most definitely 1000% can become problematic. But I'm not against Kai Cenat. I have nothing against Kai Cenat. But I understand a person saying fuck Kai Cenat mental health. You feel me? Because guess what? The world tells that dude fuck his mental health. You feel me? That dude is working at a job he barely making any bread from. The world is saying fuck him. You feel me? And he has to deal with the anguish of that shit constantly. You feel me? So yeah, we all have to look at this from a real perspective, in a real life perspective. You feel me? People are dealing with real problems that if they had Kai Cenat resources, they could fix. Buddy was bragging on Kai Cenat money. Okay, yeah, Kai Cenat has a lot of money. That's why the person is finding, because man, my mama's struggling, man. If I could just give her a little bit of something that'll ease things, you feel me? So of course that person doesn't want to hear Kai Cenat crying about not getting enough cheese on his burger. You feel me? Like, nigga don't want to hear that shit, bro. It just is what it is. That's human nature, bro. Nigga don't want to hear that shit, bro. And there's no disrespect or hatred towards Kai Cenat. It's more of like, bro, I'm living in reality. I have real problems. You feel me? So, we have to look at this shit from many perspectives. And many perspectives is the people that's defending Kai Cenat are people that's in position as well. You feel me? Like, you have to understand in this world, man, it's rich versus poor. It's very few people, especially the young people that get bred young. Especially say a person's young, right? And they got rich young, but they say they come from a little bit of struggle or a little bit of hardship, and they get rich. Sometimes they'll actually resent the people that came from that hardship with them. You feel me? So a lot of these content creators and the people like a Kai Cenat, they lose touch with those people. And not only do they lose touch with those people, they start to clown those people a little bit. You feel me? So that's why it stings a little bit more towards those people that live like that. You feel me? And not everybody gonna give a fuck, bro. It just is what it is. Not everybody gonna give a fuck. And a lot of this shit is just rich versus poor, bro. It's just rich. That's why I truly believe it's better to get rich older, because you can deal with the shit you mentally. I don't give a fuck about that shit. You feel me? Like the shit that he's mentally probably dealing with. If you older, man, fuck this. What the fuck are you tripping about that shit for? You feel me? But and fame. I just really feel like it's fame what's going on with Kai Cenat. I don't even think it's the money so much. I think it's fame. You feel me? But we gonna find out sooner or later. You feel me? But it's both ways to look at this shit. You feel me? Yes, Kai Cenat is a human. Yes, he goes through things, but at the same time, people wish to have the bread that Kai Cenat have, so they're not trying to hear Kai Cenat bitch about living the life that he living. It's it just is what it is, brother. It's your man Delvin. Delvin's room to the next. Big.